Okay, so ludicrousness here. We've got my third Twilight Struggle Reddit League match, this time against Gilliali. Let's see what we've got. It looks like I'm playing US+2. Okay, so one of the unfortunate things is I don't really see a great immediate headline. I got Decal, which is great. Warsaw Pact will actually be kind of nice as blockade fodder. Okay, so this is a question. Duck and cover protects Italy but uses up 3 valuable ops. Captured Nazi scientist gets him to space first, which is pretty important all things considered. We're going to save Warsaw Pact and Decal for my last action round of the turn. If he hits me with blockade, I toss Warsaw Pact. If he does not, then I play Warsaw Pact so that NATO can hopefully come into play. That'll depend if he plays NATO before then. It's got to be captured Nazi scientist, I think, because Vietnam revolts is going to give him domination in Asia. Arab-Israeli war, that's a good one. Okay, that means Italy. Ooh, that's disturbing. Okay, that is only one strong coup away from being knocked out of the Middle East entirely, and we did get NATO. That is disturbing. Very much so. Okay. Well, it seems to me that it's time... That was a strong play for the Middle East. Possibly the best thing I could do would just be to take, like so. Maybe the best that I could do... Okay, am I going to be able to score Asia for domination? Probably not. If we trigger Nasser here, really there's no good outcomes to it aside from dropping DEFCON, which is probably not ideal for me. So I think it's going to almost have to be... I don't love cooing non-battlegrounds, but it might be nice to get back into the Middle East. A coup war probably helps me, all things considered. Well, Europe. Taking domination is probably never a bad idea. Middle East is going to be pretty troublesome, though. DEFCON 4, he probably doesn't want to play Vietnam revolts. I do have some strong ops, which is nice. I can toss Warsaw Pact to blockade. Better to hold Decal, but we'll have to see what happens. I feel like it's never a bad idea to take Europe. It's unfortunate with the Arab-Israeli, but sometimes you just get unlucky. Okay, so right now I can toss Asia safely. And maybe I should, honestly, before he gets any bright ideas. Right? I think that was probably wrong. Okay. That's disturbing. I think it has to be. Probably not going to be able to get Asian domination. Okay, that gets rid of my obligations at least. Hold those for the end. Now I need to figure out how to make something happen in the Middle East. He's probably going to take Iraq, which would be a good move. I almost wonder if Iraq is a good coup target with US-Japan. I would need to get a little lucky. It's 4 against 7. I would need 8 to make a difference. So that would be a 50-50 to get presence back in the Middle East. I don't really love 50-50s, and he's probably going to buff up Iraq right now. I see he did not. Oh yeah, he did, okay. Well, grab you out, that's fine. Taking Greece like that strongly seems to suggest that he has Marshall that he's going to have to play. Well, I need to get my Millops somehow. Syria. Denies domination. Oh, it broke his domination at least. Give me 2 Millops in case I don't get anything else by the end of the turn. I don't hate that. I need to make something happen in the middle of this east here. He is playing very strongly for it. And also Europe. 4, 5, 6. I have one really strong card, one that I'm going to have to play. Special relationship. That is nice to see. Interesting. Alright. I'll take you for sure. Now I think I'll probably take a couple more. That gives us 6-4. No rush with the Warsaw Pact now that NATO has been played. I have a pretty good hand this turn. Not the strongest opener. Always powerful to kick me out of the Middle East entirely. I definitely need to worm my way back in. So we'll have to figure that out. Okay, we got a coup coming. Oh, interesting. Alright, well that was successful. I will certainly take the last coup of the round on Nasser, I think. Okay. So, what is it going to be? Marshall, I think? I think it has to be Marshall. Maybe Syria would have been better with that. Hard to say. Alright, I need to move into Thailand immediately and overprotect France, likely. Good news is he's in Central America now, which means that there is the possibility for CIA created to be somewhat of a problem for him. He also doesn't have any good targets to lower DEFCON, which is pretty interesting, actually. Aside from a fairly meaningless coup in South Africa. Oh, alright. Thank you, sir. Okay. Makes sense to me. Go ahead and take your action. Alright. What will it be? Well, he almost has to coup South Africa if he wants to lower DEFCON. And I don't want a lucky roll to actually give him South Africa. So I guess it's going to have to be 2 into South Africa, 1 into Malaysia to get next to Thailand. Okay. I don't think I love that. 2 into South Africa, definitely. 1 into Malaysia, 1 into France. Because then even if he hits me with De Gaulle, that puts it 3-1, and he would not be able to take a 4-out card. Gotta be that. Okay. We got a very strong hand. Whew, okay. Well, I think I should be able to make something happen with this. Let's just think it through. Socialist governments will definitely be... Yeah. What are possible headlines from him? I have Suez Crisis, socialist governments. If he wants to be ballsy, he headlines Europe scoring. On the other hand, he headlines Middle East scoring. If he doesn't think he can make a play, I think it has to be defectors. It would be very ballsy of him to headline Europe when there's only a 50-50 chance that I actually have defectors. Red Scare Purge, Marshall Plan, that's all great. If he's sitting on CIA, he may be in a small amount of trouble. Yeah. It has to be defectors. It would be very ballsy of him to headline Europe scoring. Alright, that sounds good. So Korean War is safe to take. That is good to hear. Alright, what's it going to be, sir? Are you going to allow me a coup? Duck and cover is gone. And it may be risky for you to waste a turn on South Africa. Okay, the good news is South Korea is likely mine. Thailand is likely mine. Formosan is gone for now. Which file? Let's hold off on it. I wonder if he scores Middle East here and then allows me to coup it. It's not the best strategy. But he does not have any coup targets, which is quite interesting. He does have destalinization. Maybe. 50-50, but it's got destal. Oh, interesting. Alright, he is going for it. Yeah, fair enough. I can definitely see why he might be tempted to do that. So I believe the answer has to be foreign to Thailand immediately. Is it foreign to Thailand, or possibly... And the horrendous many shows go to Berlin. I think I don't mind that. Actually, almost has to be. Okay. So, same dilemma, sir. Special relationship has been played, so it's not really that critical. He may be sitting on Truman. UN intervention, CIA created, destalinization. What else do we have here? Okay, that was nice of him. But I think in this case, town was more important. Interesting, he is not taking his coup. I think that's wrong. I don't have to. That was successful. Great. Okay, now we're in much better shape. I've got the beeline on Libya. He's doing well in Asia, as well as Cambodia. Not to mention access to Pakistan. Europe will likely be mine. We're at 6-5, but I can take Yugoslavia easily enough. NORAD is also out there and is somewhat problematic for him. I'd be interested to see. I got to space first. Middle East is suddenly looking much nicer. Oh, I definitely needed that coup. That was very strong. Okay. Nuclear test ban, that's a good one. Locking up stuff in the Middle East? Sure. Interesting, he is going for it. Yeah, I can certainly see why. This is probably a pretty good play. Okay. What is your plan, sir? Now, have we seen 5-year plan? We have not, which means he is likely going to be tossing Europe scoring to 5-year plan. Got Thailand, which is nice to see. I do wonder if he's going to go for the China card at all. Okay, South Africa and Angola, I have the B line on both of those. Oh, influence? Really? That seems so incorrect. Alright, I think it has to be spacing socialist governments here. No. Let's think for a sec. I need to hold off on that for a moment. I may only be able to space once. I need to hold something for blockade. We're gonna hit Cambridge 5. Yeah. And then we are going to... fight for it? It's back next turn. I have a hard time with that, honestly. I could at least make it expensive for him. Okay. Middle East is looking nice, thankfully. You know, as nice as it gets, essentially. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's Finland for me. Get some Asia, unfortunately, but what are you gonna do? Okay. I think it has to be... If he hits me with blockade, yeah. I have to suffer one of these, and it's probably gonna be Suez here. 2 to France. 2 to UK. Can't say I love that. Do I space decall or do I try to hold it? If he's got blockade, I need to have something to throw away to it. I'd rather just get Suez out of the deck. Israel's already been hit, so it almost has to be France. Alright, do you have a blockade for me, sir? No, but you do have a nice 5-year plan, likely with Europe scoring, which is not terrible news, honestly. Okay, thank you. So that is the best news I've heard all day. That means I can space socialist governments and I get 2 VP from Milops. Okay.
So my country's purpose is to
That's
help
not
us
terrible.
of the dark
Got
chamber
release,
of
but
horrors into
more
light.
importantly, I got blockade, destall, and decall. And my friend, you got
Those
CIA
men
created,
everywhere
didn't you?
can move forward toward peace and happiness and well-being.
That must be frustrating for you. Okay. Alright. I think we get rid of blockade in the headline. Also not to go, interestingly enough. If he hits me with Red Scare Purge, I can still toss Nuclear Test Ban, though it will be somewhat frustrating. Indo-Pakistani, which is nice to see. There's nothing he can play that makes Middle East worse for me. Interesting. Romanian. Seems wrong. Seems very wrong, I think. So expensive to try to fight domination. Seems incorrect. Alright, good news is I get Africa. So that is hard to be too upset at. Now, Romanian strongly suggests Europe scoring, unless he thought I might try to headline it to be a little bit cheeky. I think better to get rid of the things he knows I don't have, though. Ah, he is going for it, then. Alright, sir, what do you have? Oof, that is a good hand. Very interesting. Good goal. Well, I think that's straightforward enough. You played first, which actually gives me back-to-back actions here. Buffing up Iran seems wrong when I could do this, and then take a coup like that. Okay. NORAD to go. So he has a lot of ops, but he does not have many places to spend them. Alright, now he is holding Red Scare Purge, so it would behoove me to get rid of that sooner rather than later, I think. Well, I still can. NORAD to go, special relationship. Special relationship is not too useful right now. I think it has to be Red Scare Purge. If he's smart, he knows I'm holding blockade. He doesn't know I drew UN intervention, I don't think. So it might actually make sense for him. To Red Scare Purge, man. I think that would be somewhat of a waste. That would give him something, wouldn't it? Well, what can you do? Perhaps that should have been Comic-Con. Hard to say. It's a tough one, honestly. Okay, well, Middle East is fine for now. Asia's not looking great, but there are things that could swing it my way. With other things, I wouldn't mind actually taking Laos, Cambodia here. It's probably the only chance I have. Potentially gets me into Burma. Could encourage him to rush for Pakistan, India. Spacing, that seems right. Okay, thank you, sir. That lets me toss Stall. Lets me merchant to Zaire. Okay, we're going to space decolonization. Interesting. Okay, he is going for it. Seems a little wrong. Nobody has to play special relationship. Let's do on any of that. Seems just not right. Use this China card here. So we've got NATO, which I will definitely appreciate. Special relationship. Red Scare Purge. 5-year plan? Probably gonna hold a 5-year plan if I'm you. Okay, I would say that I've navigated the early war. Okay. Indo-Pakistani war is nice to have, but I have to play it. It'd be nice if you gave me the chance of Pakistan, but likely not going to happen. Europe is probably headed for a bit of a draw here for now, but there are things that can swing it my way. Okay. Africa is looking very nice. Yes. All into France? Probably all into France. Not terrible. I think we probably take this opportunity. What is he holding again? NATO is a 4-op. I challenge with Indo-Pakistani, doesn't really do anything. I think in this case, my best bet is to wait for a DEFCON 5 realignment on Europe. So we'll take this opportunity to space decall. And I succeeded. That's nice. Not that I really have anything else to space this turn, but it's good to know. That makes Europe, let's see, 7-5, which is not so good. But we still have... Yeah, it's those ones, isn't it? I think it almost has to be. I'll have to suffer that for now, I think. Angola definitely makes sense. Asia is at 4-5. Just do it to Angola right now. And then to finish it up, take Cameroon for an AR6 play.
I'm not gonna say we heavily every day.
Maybe a little, yeah. One into Cameroon for an AR6 play on Nigeria and taking domination in Africa, and one into the Philippines to take domination, or to break his domination in Asia. And let's not forget that I will have US-Japan defense pact coming out at some point, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 countries at least. And there are many things that can change that as well, like puppet governments, the Surrey, taking Laos. There's a few different things that can happen there. Middle East is okay for now, which is nice to see. Europe. I definitely need a DEFCON 5 realignment here somehow. So I'm going to be looking out for SALT, or possibly for, I'm not sure, some kind of DEFCON 5. How I learned to stop worrying could be quite effective if I have a way to perform operations in the headline. So let's wait for it and see what happens. He has NATO now that he almost has to play, and he's probably going to hold on to 5-year plan. NATO, holding 5-year plan is a little risky. Alright, we're taking Burma, and he is going for Pakistan. Well, as much as I hate it, I feel like I almost have to try. A 1 in 6 is better than a 0 in 6. Failed, but I think that was probably the right play. Alright. Now, this is a decent hand, is it not? Wow. Grain sales, ABM, bear trap, salt, nuclear subs. Alright, I think we have to start with grain sales. Most certainly. Yes. Bear trap is probably better for my last action, although I also really like the idea of salting ABM to make those realignments on Europe. That is exactly what I was looking for it. Cambridge 5! Okay, well, you're unfortunately out of luck, sir. And the Korean War. We'll allow that to happen. Nice. Okay, well that is taken care of, and now we're going to have to coup probably Iran. Oh, that was successful. Very much like that. Alright. All of a sudden, things have turned around a little. I noticed that North Korea and South Korea, none of them is... US-Japan is my defense against missile envy to protect ABM. The air trap has to be close to the end of the turn. Should secure Iran, get into Mexico. I do like salt for ABM, for those Europe. If he had a scoring card, he would hit it right now. Alright. So we are not looking at a scoring card. It's pretty interesting though. I think that's probably okay. I'd like to start with one independent, I think. Let's just burn Summit before it gets any worse. And then ABM gives me Mexico with a lock. That's fine. Have to get rid of Summit somehow. It's a very strong hand. I just need to figure out the right way to use it. So, making a play for Central America tells me that he may likely have Central America scoring. Okay. He probably rightly assumed it was only going to get worse for him. Alright. I would like domination in Africa, please. And I think makes some sense there. Take Cambodia. Maybe. The answer is maybe. I have to hold on to US-Japan for now in case of the mid-round missile envy. Let's do Iran, Saharan states, and Cameroon. That's probably a good play unless he has Che. He could have Che. I'm not going to say he doesn't. But I think it's still probably the right play. If he has Che, take Tunisia. I'd rather wait, honestly. It just seems wrong to give it that easily. Because he does have a good realignment possibility on Algeria, doesn't he? Maybe spacing is potentially the right play here. Let's see what he does. Yes. I think a successful space is never a bad use of time. Okay. So, what is next, sir? Junta? Brushwood? ABM is a nice all-purpose counter. Spacing to cover. That's good to see. I think it probably has to be U2 instant now. And take Iran. Nice domination and potentially control of Africa, assuming you're not looking at Western Share. I feel like you have to play the China card here at some point. It's hard to say, I suppose. News is we are not dominated yet. You know, it strikes me that... that's another one. Well, let's take Nigeria and return to Japan, I suppose. Alright, Africa is not getting any nicer for me, although maybe he's got a 5-year plan trick for him. Whew. These are some good cards. I really need him to make some sort of play that I can use ABM on. Take that from him and put it at 6 and 6. Oh, thank you, sir. How did you know that was just what I wanted? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find a use for ABM here aside from potentially blockading all that up. I think I like that. That gives me 6 to 7. And we're gonna take Philippines and probably also Jordan. I think that's not a terrible play. Oh, it is painful to use it like that though, isn't it? 6 and 7. He gets 2 more. No, I can't use ABM like that. Take Yugoslav. Interesting. Okay. Muslim Revolution is still out there, so perhaps I shouldn't be quite so giddy about it, but I do like the idea of Jordan, and let's take Laos, Cambodia. See what I can force out. Yeah. Frustrating not to get the bear trap, I suppose. But I think assaulting for the ABM is a better choice. I'll never be angry that I have that after all. Assaulting for ABM gives me France, relining 5 to 1. Has to be 5-year plan. I knew he had that actually, didn't I? Sure, that makes a lot of sense, sir. And I have a few tricks up my sleeve, specifically ABM treaty. Alright, that is very strong. Let's see what we got. Africa scoring, and another great hand. Has to be ABM treaty. Okay, we're gonna take him out of France. France and Vietnam are the two obvious choices. And then I could press my luck on Iraq, actually. That could be very powerful. Mr. Che. Yes, sir. Alright. Okay. Excellent. Had to expect that, I suppose. Okay. So, what is the place here? Going to protect the Middle East? Or allow me to take it? Africa scoring is always nice to see. And suddenly Europe is a problem for you. Okay, Asia probably looks pretty good for him. I like the idea of a coup on Pakistan when I get the chance, probably with flower power. Africa. I need to score Africa big. That is something that definitely has to happen. Alright, sir. Let's see what you got. Painful for him last turn. Very painful, actually. Yeah. I wonder what it's gonna be. 3 scoring cards last time. Whew. How I learned. Thank you, sir. Back to DEFCON 2, is it? Then I believe I will take my points. Asia. It was a good play. I think maybe a little premature since he's really the one that benefits the most from these coups. But I could be wrong. Alright, we're at 6 and 7, which is rather nice to see. Alright. Europe. Somebody is a little threatened. I think I would be happy to tie that up in Asia and maybe press into Pakistan and see what he would respond with. After all, I can't just let him have it. That would be very wrong. And if I get knocked out of Iran with the Muslim Revolution, it's always nice to be able to get back in, isn't it? Yeah, I think I like that. What did I use for that? Cuban Missile Crisis? I think I would prefer to use shuttle diplomacy, perhaps. Let's go for that. And you sweat a little. After all, if you want to just give me Pakistan to score Europe safely, it's entirely up to you. Alright, arms race could be in play. Have to do something about that. Europe and Asia are the only ones left. It's entirely possible that he has one or both of them. Okay. Things are looking better all of a sudden at plus 12 for the US in the mid-war. And there are still some nice cards out there for me. Voice of America would be very good. I don't have any war cards, so flower power is relatively harmless. Puppet government gets me into South America as well as possibly a OAS. Okay. China card. I finally forced it out of you, sir. Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? I am entirely okay with continuing to press my luck a little bit. After all, you don't know if I have Asia. Maybe you'll score Europe for -1 here. Alright, sir, what's the play? You may be sitting on Missouri, you may be sitting on Nixon. Both of those would be rather painful to play, although you could have one false step as well. I think I'm happy keeping Space Race at 2 right now. I don't have enough cards that I want to space, after all. Yeah. Alright. How's Cuba? Always a problem. Iraq? It is open for the taking. Don't get many opportunities to take it. Now I finally have the China card. So what will it be, sir? I have to say the hands have been a little unbalanced. After all, I did get ABM, nuclear subs, salt, and grain sales all at once. did get 5-year plan twice. I'm surprised he didn't use 5-year... Ah, grain sales that would have forced him to use the China plan. Yes. Okay. Voice goes to space, obviously. We need to secure a few things here. Flower power will give me 1 in Laos, 2 in Ivory Coast, and 1 in Nigeria to shore up. No more of that, sir. Okay. I do need to take a coup at some point here. I suppose I use our man in Tran, although it is a great event. Considering how many of my events have come out, there's some good stuff of his which is still out there. I think maybe I do coup Saharan states here just for the mellows. And then I think save puppets for now. It's not really critical. Honestly, getting rid of decall and destall in turn 3, that was just very powerful. And he did have a strong lead in the early war regions, which has unfortunately fallen apart. A small step for the event. That is a good one, isn't it? That team does not give you much. Alright, we're gonna try what it'll be. Original, like that. This Envy, I think I would rather not have. And Formosan. Right now we're at 2 and 2 battlegrounds. Let's keep it in the deck. Nice not to have to worry about Missile Envy at least. And no chance of Brezhnev for him. Not as powerful as I might have hoped, but got rid of a few things, that's for certain. Yeah, it is frustrating when the USSR runs out of US coup targets. I had that happen to me in a game once before. It really caused no end of problems for me. Voice. That small step was nice for him. But not very powerful, especially since I already got those 2 VP. So it's 1, that's a 2 VP difference for the first box, and a 4 VP difference for the second box. I may be content with that, honestly. I'm not sure how much further I want to go. Alright, sir, what'll it be? Fidel, and not even going fascinating. Alright, well, I feel like I have to take my coup here. Definitely. Okay. Got my Melops for the round. Quagmire would be very strong. NORAD went in turn 3 of others, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see what we can do. The thing is, I don't really have anything to coup. So what I might try to do is Bear Trap followed by... Okay, that's an immediate Quagmire, so there's that. Ask not. Aren't you the tricky little fellow? I will not discard anything, thank you. And let's hit him with the Bear Trap. And try that. Alright, let's see what we got. Asia. Another strong hand. Yeah. This is almost done, I think. Yeah. I think it probably has to be a Suri to start. We're at 7-7. I take 2 battlegrounds. I see. It's tough, isn't it? So maybe I'll Quagmire. Unfortunate. I think I have to go for it. Allende! Alright. Sir, we will take the Koreas, thank you very much. Okay. Nixon is gone. Okay. Isn't that unfortunate? Well, I do have strong ops. Sure, let's try that. So, are you going to give me the coup? I think I would take it happily. I may even keep pressing it, honestly. Aha. Yes, quite right. Okay. Well, it was worth a try. We'll give you your 1 VP, sir. And I think we shall press into dialogues. Show me your moves, sir. Asia definitely did not go his way, did it? That is quite unfortunate. We'll probably take our coup here. On this guy? Sure. Alright, that's 2 for me. Assuming he doesn't get his mill up somehow. That's 1. That's 1, bringing him to 13. We'll bury you. We'll probably have to go to space. Next up, puppets into South America, assuming that he does not. Okay. That is nice, isn't it? And I would be happy to oblige you. I don't think you can take both. Maybe I should have played that a little differently. It's hard to say. Still haven't seen Lone Gunman either. Ooh, that is very unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, that is rough. Yeah. 6 and 7 have to be Asia and Europe. Could have Junta. We have not seen the Junta yet. Yes, I do need to score these regions, but luckily it puts me at a rather hefty 17 VP, I think, going into the late war. The early war regions looked rather scary originally, but now everything seems to be coming along quite nicely. It's funny that I didn't even have time to puppets for so long. Quite strange. Alright, what's your place, sir? I wonder if you're saved on OAS as well. Maybe. Asia it has to be. OAS. guess, would be unfortunate here. Ooh, or Panama Canal returned. Would also... Those are some rough hands for him. Whew. That's frustrating. Yeah.
For the first
Some tough
because the
hands
people of the
for
world
you,
want
I
peace,
think.
and the leaders of the world are afraid of war. The times
Oh, well,
are
that's
on the
just
side
really
of
unfair. That's just not fair at all. This last two is quite bad. And OAS2. Well, he may headline Lone Gunman, so I think it needs to be Junta. Never a bad choice. It was a good choice. Can't fault him for that. Anything's possible with Quagmire. That was unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. Order of throwing away. South Africa, definitely. Actually, we will bury you first. Maybe some... Well, it has to be DEFCON suicide first. No question. OAS2. Right? Tough hands for you. Very tough hands. Alliance for Progress loses him the game here, so he probably doesn't want to do that. Alliance, OAS. Let's see if we not see. I got Junta ABM twice and Brush Horse. That's pretty good. Yeah, this was pretty unfair. But we will bury you. Missile Envy went away. Yeah, he could have a scoring card as well. It's a tie in pretty much every region except for Africa. And I got South African unrest. Well, what's the play, sir? Anything else from before here that we didn't see come back? We saw a 5-year plan. I guess Marshall Plan. I don't think it ever came out. Interesting, considering that Europe devolved into a country count, right? I don't think we saw either. Yeah. Oh, yes. Waiting on you, right? Yeah. So, for classic realignment. That's pretty good. Has to be we will bury you. Nice. Can we go for South America scoring immediately? I do wonder. Whew. Yeah. It's pretty rough. Alright, OPEC gives him 3 right now. I'd rather, not. So I guess I need to do something else. That must have been very frustrating for him in all the early war regions, coming out of the early war in such a commanding position in all of them, honestly. I'm just seeing your position slowly degrade. Yes, I did think we had Marshall coming, don't we? Right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, I think. It's obviously likely. Sure. Well, now that it's not such a big deal, I think we probably could. Colombia. Syria. Yeah. Keep for the Marshall Plan, I guess. Okay. May have to risk it with brush war, I think. Yeah. Really unfortunate. Blockade is definitely gone. What can screw me up? DEFCON. He is sitting on. Redrew lads. That is not really the best. Well, it has to be played. Ha! That was pretty good. Alright. Well, game's not over yet, I suppose. I would say it's looking quite favorable. The funny thing with colonials is I don't have anywhere I want to play them. Which is pretty absurd on the face of it. I suppose just reinforcing some things. OPEC, I should realign Venezuela, but I should resolve the event afterwards so that he doesn't get the point for Venezuela. Yeah, that's pretty good. Brush war failed, and he got about 2 VP out of the deal. My card for space almost certainly has to be... I don't know. Colonials make South Africa not really a huge deal. Defectors, that's unfortunate for you. Yeah. That was never really going to work well. Well, realignment time. Miracle lies in realignments. Mexico. That is unfortunate. Maybe I should have taken Cameron, actually. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Honestly, though, realigning me at -1, I think that was quite incorrect. I don't know what he was thinking. He knows that I'm holding colonials as well. No, that doesn't seem right. He must have a very bad hand. And another one. 2 VP for me, thank you. Back in there. Okay. I understand why you want to hold on to it as long as you possibly can, sir. Alright, Zaire, South Africa, Angola, and probably Algeria too. Spend it. Okay. And we'll have to realign Venezuela once more, I think. I don't see many things that can screw me up here. Importantly, Brush War and Junta are both past the reshuffle. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that would have been nice. I think that means I should probably take a shot at it. So I even get to see his headline. Alright, we'll hold D-stall for next turn for realignment, or not realignment, but, you know, fodder for that, I suppose. He still hasn't taken his mill-ops. He really should. That's just wrong. It's just hemorrhaging mill-ops VP. Yeah. I've saved that for headline, honestly, but at least he gets one. So the rest, I suppose, let's trigger it. Yeah. It went well. Letting me get back into Egypt, I think, was a mistake. Yeah. Oh, let's see what we got. Hard to say. Hard to say. I think I put 2 into South Africa. At least that would force me to do something about it. Anything else doesn't really matter much. Oh, Botswana. I think I like the realignments, honestly. Let's try once more. Yeah. Right. Let's see what we have. And it's War Games. Yeah. That should do the trick, I think. Less missile envy. That would be bold, but I think it's got to be Cuban Missile Crisis here. Should be game. Oh, I get to see, don't I? Yeah, barring anything really unusual here, that should give it to me. And it's the Purge, which doesn't really matter. Missile Crisis. Sure. That should be game. Yeah. Played well. At the end of the day, those were just some hard hands that he got dealt. But I think he did well. I think he spent a little too long chasing in Europe. I mean, look at all the ops that he spent there. That seems really wrong. Asia probably could have held on to it a bit further if he'd overprotected North Korea and South Korea ever. Central, the hopes to fight for it. Liberation theology. Hard to say, honestly. At the end of the day, he got some bad hands. And that would be a good game. End the game. US victory. Yeah. Very rough for you.